Hello and welcome to CKE 10,001's gaming channel. In this video we'll be looking at my Cardcaptor Sakura clear card record deck profile. This deck build runs 20 level 0s, 10 level 1s, 5 level 2s, 7 level 3s, and 8 climax cards. So the first card we're going to take a look at are the level 0s. I'm running 3 copies of the Brainstormer Sakura Sudden Showers. It has 2 abilities. The first is, at the beginning of your climax phase, choose one of your characters and that character gets plus 500 power until the end of turn. The second effect is activate Brainstorm, pay 1, rest this card, flip over 4 cards from the top of your deck, put them into your waiting room. For each climax revealed among those cards, choose up to 1 character in your waiting room and return it to your hand. And then the next card I'm running is Sakura Slip of the Tongue. I'm running 3 copies of this card. It has 1 continuous effect. If your stock has 2 or less cards, this card gets plus 1500 power. So it's a 004k oversizer level 0. Then I'm running 3 copies of Sakura Athletic. It has 2 auto effects. The first is when this card attacks, choose one of your characters and that character is plus 500 power until end of turn. And it has a second auto effect. At the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, you may move this card to an open position on your center stage. So it's a free runner that can give additional power. And then I'm running 4 copies of Sakura. It has 2 effects. The first is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, put the top 2 cards of your deck into a room. If there's a climax revealed among those cards, this card gets plus 3000 power until end of turn. The second is auto. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can pay 1, put a top card of your deck into your clock. If you do, you can grab a level 1 or lower character from your waiting room and add it to your hand. So it's a Ricky with a mill effect. So it's a good plussing card to help set up your level 1 combo if you have the level 1 in your waiting room. Then I'm running 4 copies of Sakura Pure White Dress. It has 2 effects. The first is auto. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, look at the top card of your deck, put it on top of your deck or into the waiting room. The second is auto. When a climax is placed on your climax area, you can pay 1 stock. If you do, look at up to 4 cards on the top of your deck. If you do, choose up to 1 Tomoeda or magic character from among them, reveal to your opponent, put your hand, and then put the rest into your waiting room. So it's almost like a guaranteed brainstorm if you have the climax to trigger this card. And when you play your climax combo for the level 1, you can get both the plus off the 0 and off the 1. And I'm running 3 copies of Tomoyo. It has 2 effects. The first is continuous. Assist all your characters in front of this card, gets plus 500 power. The second is auto. When a climax is placed on your climax area, choose one of your characters and that character gets plus 1000 power. So this helps power up the level 1 to get the reverses you need. And since I'm running the level 1 combo that requires reversing, I'm running 3 copies of the 0 to assist the level 1 to get power, to get over most characters, to get the reverses, to get the card advantage. But worst case scenario, if the 1 doesn't work out, you always have the level 0 here as the backup plan to maintain card advantage. And then, so at the level 1 combo, Sakura got you covered. I'm running 4 copies of this card. It has 2 effects. The first is continuous. If all your characters are Tomoeda or magic, this card gets plus 1000 power. And second is auto climax combo. When this card's battle moment becomes reversed, if lunge break is in your climax area, you can search your deck for up to 1 Tomoeda or magic character, reveal it to your opponent, and add it to your hand. And then I'm running 3 copies of the 1-0 1500 backup. Tomoyo Dressmaker on duty. The main reason I'm running this card is to protect the level 1 so you can get your climax combo again the next turn. And then I'm running 3 copies of kind of this filler level 1 card. Sakura, not very effective. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, this card gets plus X power. X equals the number of Tomoeda or magic characters you have, times 500. And then I'm running 1 copy of the level 2 backup, Sakura Stunned. When you use this card's backup, you can pay 2 stock, put 1 character from stage in your waiting room. If you do, you can choose one of your opponent's characters of level higher than your opponent's level and put it into the waiting room. So it's an early play backup Punisher. Then I'm running 4 copies of Sakura Kinomoto. It has 2 effects. The first is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is level 1 or lower, put it into your stock. Second is auto change. Pay 1, put 2 Tomoe or magic characters from your hand into the waiting room and return this card to your hand. And at the beginning of your climax phase, you can pay that cost. If you do, you choose one Cardcaptor Sakura, Gale, Record, Reflect, or Siege in your waiting room and put it on the stage that this card was on. Then I'm running 4 copies of Cardcaptor Sakura Record. It has 3 effects. The first is continuous. If this card is on your center stage, all your Tomoe or magic characters get plus 1500 power. The second effect is a climax combo. When released, record is placed on your climax area. If this card is on your center stage, you can pay 2 stock. If you do, search your deck for up to 2 Tomoe or magic characters, reveal them to your opponent, put them into your hand, and then choose up to 1 Cardcaptor Sakura Record in your hand and put it on any position on the stage. Shuffle your deck. And the third effect is auto. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, you can discard 2 characters from your hand and put them in the waiting room. If you do, put the character that was reversed into your opponent's clock. So it has a clock kick effect by discarding characters. And if you change into this at level 2, it usually gets the reverses it needs, especially with the first effect. That 1500 power also powers up itself. So. And then the other level 3 I'm running is the Shao Round I'll Be Back. It has 2 effects. The first is continuous. This card gets plus 500 power for each of your other Tomoe or magic characters. Second effect is auto. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, it heals 1 damage. So the last 8 cards are the class cards. I'm running 4 copies of Release Record, the gold bar effect for level 3. And I'm running 4 copies of Lunch Break, which is the bounce / win trigger for the level 1 class combo. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Check EncoreDecks.com in the link in the description below to see an overview of this deck profile.